Oh, the waves crash in and the tide pulls out. It's an angry sea, but there is no doubt that the lighthouse will keep shining out to warn the lonely sailor. And the lightning strikes and the wind cuts cold through the sailor's bones to the sailor's soul, till there's nothing left that he can hold except the rolling ocean. But I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. And give me mercy for my dreams, 'cause every confrontation seems to show me what it really means to be this lonely sailor. And when you take me by your side, you love me warm, you love me. And I should have realized I had no reasons to be frightened. But I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. No real friend, and time will take its time, and you will find that in the end it brings you me, the lonely sailor. And when the sky begins to clear and the sun it melts away my fear, I cry a silent weary tear for those who need to love me. But I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. Yes, sir, ready. I am ready for the storm. I'm ready for the storm. Welcome to Afternoon Tea with Paul Walker
and Karen Pfeiffer. Good afternoon, everybody.
Lovely
hope
to
you're
see you
all
all.
well, and hope you were ready for the storms we had last week, or earlier this week, I should say. Weren't they incredible? And did you like our little video? That was before it got bad.
That's
wasn't
right.
it?
That was just the beginning. And we thought we can't do that video without that song, obviously. So
No.
lovely to see you all. It's still pretty hot, which is nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We
isn't it?
enjoy it, don't we?
We do.
We
very
like
much.
it. We like our ice cream and our little bathtubs on our feet.
No, we don't. We don't do it.
Just saying.
Good. Okay. Well, have we got a show for you today?
Oh, packed
we?
with lovely. Oh, I don't know how to start. You know, I was going to say where to start and not how to start. We already started. Let's have a look first. Who is here? By the way, if you've never seen us before, we are singer-songwriters from Stoke-on-Trent, and as you might have spotted on my accent, I'm from Stuttgart in Germany originally, with a little bit of a Stoke flavour, I've been told, in my language. Don't know about that anyway. Yeah. Well, we've got loads of people watching. I can see. Lovely to see you all. Hello, Colin. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Martin. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Jill. Hello, Barbara to Germany. Hello, Marilyn. Hello, Martin, Jenny, Peps. Another Martin, Freddie, I don't know,
Goodness
Rosie
me.
and Dieter, Robert,
Great.
blimey. And of course, everybody who's in the background listening. Hi, George, that's nice, he's back. Larry in North Carolina, Germany, Ireland, New Zealand, blimey, that is fantastic. That's going to be an internationally wonderful show. I like it.
And I just spotted one comment that said, beautiful song. And I forgot to acknowledge Dougie McLean wrote that song.
I think people know.
I'd love to pretend we did, but but we didn't. We did this one, though.
We've got our mug of the week before that, because the reason I show you that straight away is because there's my water in there, and if I don't present it in the very beginning, I can't drink in between, and that wouldn't make much sense. So that's the mug of the week. I know.
Very funny. Very funny.
That's the mug of the week. Hang on, I'll come. I know it's a little bit advertisement, but I loved it. We've been to
spill
London.
that all over yourself in
I
a minute.
didn't.
You're going to. If you...
And this is actually, Martin, you are right, this is a bouquet, definitely, but it's really good for water.
And we got it from the M&M shop in Leicester Square, didn't we?
That was amazing. And we just stumbled on that like after a show last year.
We're not one of our shows. We've been to the theatre.
I think so. I don't know. Can't remember. It was a nice show, whatever it was. And that's the mug of the week. And you might have read that I have made my German apple cake as I have promised last week, and I had a little bit of an issue with that. First I'll show you, and then I'll tell you the story. The cake itself is not the issue, really. Look at that.
It will be when I eat it.
It's called an Apfelgitterkuchen for the Germans. Okay, an apple grit cake. Guess
grit
why?
cake?
Yeah, it's grit on top, isn't it?
Is there? Okay.
Put your glasses on if you can't see that. And I'll put one on the plate so that we can indulge ourselves during the show, of course.
After the show.
During the show. If you have any guitar features, I can eat some cake.
Okay.
And I'll have my Irish breakfast tea here. And the issue with the cake, shall I tell them after that song?
Yes.
What have you got today for your tea? For your sweets? Let us know. Apfelstrudel. Somebody's got Apfelstrudel.
So off to Ireland for this song. I was going to say this cake then. It's one we set in West Cork. It's called the whole Charade. When I was young, a long time gone now, I took the road from Cork to Kerry. Now I'd been travelling 30 days or more, I can't recall. But she was standing by the shelter, and in her eyes the light of morning. I asked where I'd find a bed or someplace I could rest. Now here I go, there my soul uncover the whole charade I turned out to be. I'd forget all I know, I would fight and I'd grovel if she'd come back to me. Sure you know now that at least that last bit is yours. If she'd come back to me, she said, come with me, your eyes are gentle, stay a while and I will feed you. Time it passed and love came quickly, a love like never before. Now here I go, bear my soul uncover the whole charade I turned out to be. I'd forget all I know, I would fight and I'd grovel if she'd come back to me.
Shouldn't laugh and play at the same time, that doesn't work.
Or talking when you should be playing. I loved her much, but I left her many. Those rolling hills, they'd call out for me. Once I returned and the rooms were dark and her chair was empty and cold. And she cried,
Oh, the days that I worried, oh, the nights that I trembled with cold. So much to love, but so hard to hold.
now here I go, bare my soul uncovered, the whole charade I turned out to be. I'd forget all I know, I would fight and I'd grovel if she'd come back to me. If she'd come back to me. If she'd come back. If she'd come back. I'd cut all my hair.
It's about time, really, isn't it?
Maybe. I'd quit all my traveling.
You've already done that. I thought a sacrifice.
I'd even trade this old guitar.
Really? Well, that is.
If she'd come back to me.
Well sung, everybody. Well sung, I could hear you.
Thank you very much.
And well done for everybody who's taken their tin whistles out and played along. I had enough time there, by the way.
You did. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
absolutely.
About that.
I know
Yes.
the song, you know.
Yeah.
I just shouldn't laugh, that's all. Thank you. People were saying, what a nice backdrop today.
Yeah.
If I remember right, I think my sister brought me this from Ghana. She was in Ghana when she was, a few years ago. And she brought me that back. And yes, thank you. That's nice, isn't it? And thank you for compliments for the dress as well. There we go. Here we go. And of course, Ella's lovely jewellery.
I like that one.
Ella's creation. I think that's very special, isn't it? And it goes with the earrings as well.
That was one of the first ones you wore, I think.
Probably it was, yes. I can remember that. That's right. Yeah, I like it. Now, my apple cake, you know, what happened was I thought we've got everything. The only thing I need is a few apples. So I popped into the co-op, which in our case we have to drive a little bit to get there.
And she says to me, anything else we need, right, as well as the apples?
I'll just
I
go
said,
for the
just
apples.
I said, oh, we need some cheese, we need a little bit of that. And off she went.
Yes, and then I was in front of the fruit and vegetables, and I was looking, and I thought, apples from Brazil, from New Zealand, from Chile, and I thought, are there no local things? You know, you've got August, there should be some apples somewhere. Couldn't find them, and then I got sort of sidetracked by the pears and by, I think it was an aubergine or something like that, and I never went back to the apples. And I arrived at home.
Two big shopping bags.
Apples, yeah, big shopping bags. No apples. So I thought, what am I going to do now? Well, it's a pear cake now, and I've got 2 apples in there, so hopefully it's just as nice. I'm sure it is. So, but if you want the recipe, give me a shout. At least the Germans, because there's one ingredient you can only get in Germany, and well, you would have to import that probably.
What's that? Is that the grit?
No, it grid.
Oh, grit. That's what I thought you said, a grit cake. I thought, oh, I don't know that I fancy it anymore.
A grid.
A grid.
Because a grid on top.
We have these little misunderstandings just occasionally.
Is it my language? Oh dear. Well, anyway, There we go. Well, we've got that out of the way now, haven't we?
Yes.
So that was the apple cake story. But other than that, I hope it will be very nice. I'll try it in a minute. And we've got a new member of the family. Now, what happened was I was walking a couple of weeks ago, I think. I was walking through a charity shop looking for some sort of background for the afternoon tea. And he looked at me and I thought, oh my word, that is a little bit of an ugly thing, isn't it?
Oh, it isn't there.
But I thought I can't leave him there, and by now I really fall in love with him, but we haven't given him a name yet. So, and I know you are brilliant with giving names, so I think it's up to you to name him.
Let's see him.
Come here. Look at
He's
him.
very nameable.
I think he's very nameable. Look, hello. It's got big, and you know, he's got bendy legs, and everything is bendy on him. Isn't he cool? There we go. So I need your help. I need a name for him.
Give him a little side profile.
A side profile as well. There we go. All right, so it's up to you. Please write us your name suggestions, and next time we'll tell you what we have decided. Come here, you can sit here
Okay,
now.
ready for another song?
You can sit here now. Yes, I think so. Are you?
It's the song challenge.
Oh dear, yes.
I said I was going to do some research on this song because it's very old apparently. It's a traditional song, traditional Scottish song, I think. We've had requests for it many times and never really picked up on it particularly. So we thought, well, let's get it done. And it is a very beautiful song. It's been done by many, many people. That's probably why we stayed away from it, because everybody's done it really. But it's still a beautiful song. It's called The Water is Wide. That's the capo on the wrong fret.
I was just looking at that and thinking that's not quite
I'll
right.
change that slightly.
The water is wide, I can't cross over, neither have I the wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, we both shall row, my love and I. Oh, love is gentle and love is kind, and the sweetest flower when first it's new. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. There is a ship, she sails to sea, she's loaded deep as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I mean. I don't know how to sink or swim. The water is wide, I can't cross over, no Nor have I the wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two. We both shall row, my love and I. Give me a boat that can carry two. We both shall row, my love and I. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
That was our song challenge, which, if you haven't seen us before, song challenge means we'll set ourselves after the show a challenge and learn a new song that we've never looked at before properly within the week for the next show. So we'll see what it will be next week. Ooh.
I got a little bit lost at the end, but
All right, but we'll
it's like all things, right? It's always perfect just before the show. We
That's
rehearsed
right.
it, obviously, it's perfect. But then on the day.
Now, Jenny was asking what is the ingredient you can only get in Germany. That's vanilla pudding pulver. Okay, so I'm sure that Jenny has understood that vanilla pudding pulver. There was another thing I wanted to respond to, and I've forgotten now. Oh, never mind. Names for the duck. Oh, there were lots of names already.
Who is there?
Duffy Duck, I saw. Ducky. I was wondering, sync police, are we well in sync today? I haven't seen any comments yet. Peking. For the duck's name. Crispy Duck.
Crispy. I like crispy. That's good.
Willow is good. Chuck the Duck. Dipolo Ducks. Herman. I like that. Herman is good. I
That
like
is
that.
very,
Well, I
very
won't be.
apt, isn't it?
I will be. I will be.
Good. Well done, everybody. We'll find something there, I'm sure.
Oh, thanks,
Thank you.
Peps. Peps, just don't be cruel. It's one of the hardest things about English pronunciation for German speakers. Brilliant. Hi, Pam. Nice to see you. Oh, dear. Well, thank you for all the compliments. That's really, really kind of you. Good choice. Thank you, Freddie. Right, brilliant.
All right. So it's our Q&A time, is that right?
Question and answer. If
Or,
you've got
or at
any.
least get your questions in, and we'll do our best to answer them after.
I've
So-
already had one by, let me see, Dave from Alston
Oh, yeah.
Fields has asked, and we'll answer that before the song, and then the rest we'll have a look after the song. So get your questions in whilst we're
So
whilst
yes,
we're playing the next song.
anything you'd like to know that about us, our personal lives, our music, or way we go about our music, whatever it might be. It might be interesting. It might be very boring. You never know.
Now, his
This
question
one's interesting. I
was,
like this one.
what music do you listen to?
It's a good question.
You want to
that is.
start?
All right. Well,
I'll try that cake in the meantime.
I change what I'm listening to almost daily. I'm not spending much time in the car. That's my regular listening post. So when I just take the short trips that I do, I'll put a CD on. And at the moment, I've got in my CD player in my car Martin Joseph, which is funny that David said that, because we saw Martin Joseph
In Alstonfield.
in Alstonfield. So I've got a CD that I think I probably bought off Martin at that show, which is called Get Ready for the Young or something like that. Fantastic.
Here Come the Young.
So Here Come the Young. So Martin Joseph, I've just bought The Transports, which was a real traditional style folk opera written by, and I'm awful with names, I can't remember, Peter, whatever,
Bellamy. Bellamy.
Peter Bellamy, many years ago.
Just ask the German,
Yeah,
or English
she
folk
knows.
operas of the 1970s.
So that's fantastic.
70s.
That's fantastic.
Can I now? How you doing?
And I was just going to say one more thing. And yesterday morning I got up and we had breakfast outside, but with the patio door open, and I put on Neil Young.
Did you want any of that cake? It's really nice. I'm busy now.
No, I don't.
I've just bought another CD. I'm sorry if I'm boring you with that, but it's really one I really love listening. The new CD of Luca Bloom I've just bought, just Bittersweet Crimson. We of course we listen to a lot of people that we also like to play, like Dougie McLean and things like that. But sometimes completely different stuff. I mean, I like a little bit of punk rock sometimes as well. Frank Turner is brilliant. Love Frank Turner.
Big fans of Frank Turner.
Or Mika Schnabel, he was supporting Frank Turner, love it. Or Social Distortions, a punk rock band from
Now
the UK.
you're getting
So
very punk.
very, very, very different things really, but mainly I would think it's a singer-songwriter folk. I think we actually listen to.
That's right, mostly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
good.
Anyway,
What a
let's.
great question.
Lovely question. Thank you for that.
you
Hope
very
that was interesting enough for you. And this is a song by Brian Bedford,
Brown Bedford.
which reminds me of another song challenge we have to complete at some point.
Yeah,
We
but
haven't
not this
forgotten
one.
Tony. I could have been a giant, said the bonsai tree. But someone bound my roots and held me down.
I could have reached for heaven, said the snowy owl, but they clipped my wings and kept me on the ground.
But I think I heard them tell me that they loved me, that they cared for me. Without them I would die. But what's the use of roots if you can't spread them?
And what's the use of wings if you can't fly?
I could have been a singer, said the minor bird, but they caged me and they told me what to say.
I could have run forever, said the pony, but they bridled me and made me go their way.
But I think I heard them tell me that they loved me, that they cared for me forever, so it seems. But what's the use of voices without freedom?
And
What's the use of living?
other streams?
I could have found adventure, said the angel fish. Now my world's so small, there's nowhere left to go.
I could have ruled a kingdom, said the lion. Now this land inside my head is all I know.
But I think I heard them tell me that they loved me, that they cared for me, and tell me it's all right. But what's the use of life without adventure?
And what's the use of strength if you can't fight?
Why do people cage the things they love the most? Is it simply that they fear to be alone?
If you give your love its freedom, it may stay a while. If it leaves you, it was never yours to own. But I know I heard them tell me that they loved me,
That they cared for me, without them I would die. But what's the use of roots if you can't spread them?
And what's the use of wings if you can't fly? What's the use of wings if you can't fly?
What's the use of wings?
Beautiful song.
Thank
isn't
you.
it?
Thank you for the lovely comments on that one.
Thank you very much.
There was a question that popped into my head.
Where are all the questions?
No, there were lots of questions. I can see
there?
them. But just before I forget, you might remember that last week we've been saying that we will be donating half of at least half of the money that we get from the tip jar from you. Thank you very, very, very much to the Lebanon, to the emergency fund, and we have
£90 was donated, so 45 plus our personal donation as well.
We'll
So-
round it up a little bit.
So that's really lovely of you all. Thank you very much indeed.
So thank you. Well done. Thank you so much. So that'll hopefully help, well, at least one person or two people, who knows, a little bit.
A little bit.
Little Kleinvieh macht auch Mist, we'll say in Germany. That's right, yeah. Good.
Okay.
Question time. Right.
Thank you.
Let me have a look.
Right.
Are there any?
It was after all
I've
that.
after that, gone too far. Hang on.
Probably that.
Yeah, I've seen a few. Yes. Which
What was that there? Oh, no.
Jill said, what what countries would you like to visit or tour in?
Ooh.
Every country in the world, really.
No, seriously, I think we can be a bit more specific than that.
Yeah.
I would like to tour around Denmark and the Netherlands, which we've not done. Germany, yes.
Yeah.
But up that way a bit more. Copenhagen.
Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd love to, maybe not tour, but visit definitely Iceland. I've always wanted to go to Iceland. And I've never been properly to Asia. The only place I've been to is Singapore, and sort of dipped down in Hong Kong on the way to New Zealand. But I'd love to visit that. And I'd love to visit South America as well at some point. So, and tour there, who knows? Tour America would be nice. Probably not at the very moment, but generally. It's just so many lovely places to be.
There is, isn't it?
But we also love it just as much here, don't we? Really?
Wales.
Love touring.
Wales
We love
would be
touring
nice.
Scotland as well. That's really nice as well.
That's special.
Yeah. Anyway, right. There's
Good.
another question, Joan. You have great chemistry. Oh, thank you, Joe. No, that's very kind of you. Thank you very much. It's not really a question. It's a lovely
That's
lovely
nice. Thank you.
compliment. Thank you. You can read it on the comments if you like to know what I'm talking about. Another favorite of the song, Beautiful Harmony. Another beautiful one. Lovely. Well, there was one more question of Mary. And Mary was asking, have you ever tried to play another musical instrument, and to what success or not?
Well, if you were able to move the camera, you'd see a banjo here, and that's where it tends to stay, because I did have a few weeks of playing about with it, but to little success. It's a very difficult instrument to play properly. But I haven't given up on it. I'd like to have a go at the banjo. And we've got a ukulele, which I just don't spend enough time with. But when I was about 13, I had violin lessons.
Oh, I never knew that.
At school.
Something new
I had
for me.
violin lessons at school. But I gave it up because on the way home from school I kept getting teased,
Really?
because it was a bit of a sissy thing to
Oh, no.
carry a violin.
What a shame.
So I gave it up.
Oh. I had a little go at the saxophone a couple of years ago, and I was pretty good actually, straight away. But then, of course, at some point you get to a point where you have to put a lot of work in order to make it really good. I think I had a little bit of a skill for it, didn't you? I mean, many things. I mean, the other thing is I can just. It did happen before that I just had to pick things up, and like for example, the Charade when I was somewhere in Ireland.
Hey, now
So
we're
there we go.
talking.
So
Not many people. I can't do that.
I picked it up, and when I was about 20, and I just could play it straight away. I'm sure not very good. I sure would have to improve that if I wanted to compete with people who do it properly. But I can get the sound out.
Very good.
I've picked up a tuba at some point, not to learn it, just to try, and straight away I could get a tone out. So I think Don't say it. Don't say it. I was thinking
nearly
that,
did,
and I thought, no, we
nah,
can't. It's an afternoon
no,
program. We
it
can't
wouldn't
say that.
work.
But it does sort of. It seems to be that way. I'm not very good with string instruments. I play the guitar, as you know. But yeah, mouth organ, not mouth organ. What's it called?
Harmonic. Oh,
Harp.
Jews
Jews
harp.
I could play that.
Jews
as well.
harp. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, the saxophone was probably the most serious one, and I had 1 year lesson for the silver flute, for the proper flute, which I have tried again since, and I can't play it. Funny enough, I can do the Irish flute sort of.
yeah.
But, yeah. Anyway, and of course, when it's hot, I can't even play the alto recorder, as you know.
Okay.
Good.
Your next little bit, Karen,
Yes. It is time for
to introduce our next feature.
the popular cover. What do you think about
For
my
this
new
one?
feature there for our popular cover feature?
For this one, we're going back to 1965.
Is it that old? Blimey, I didn't know that. Older than me.
See if you can tell what it is. As Rolf Harris used to say, can you tell what it is yet?
Shouldn't use that name anymore.
You got it.
Start swaying. They say we're young and we don't know. We won't fight out until we grow.
Well, I don't know if all that's true, but you've got me, and baby, I've got you. Babe, I've got you, babe. Jenny was right in the I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's all been spent.
I guess that's so. We don't have a pot,
Tip jar.
but at least I'm sure of all the things we've got.
And what's that, Paul?
I've got you, babe.
I was very hesitant.
I've got you, babe. I've got you, babe. I've got flowers in the spring. I've got you to wear my ring.
When I'm sad, you're a clown. And when I'm scared, you're always around. Don't let them say your hair's too long.
They already have.
'Cause I don't care. With you I can't go wrong.
So put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I've got you, babe. I've got you, babe. I've got you, babe. Now this is your bit. I or we are going to sing the first line, and we want you to fill in the blanks.
Normally we do it as a little bit of a competition. Well, I try to be louder than the rest of the whole audience, but I'm not quite sure whether that makes a lot of sense today.
No.
So
So we'll sing, and then you sing.
And
I'll
I'll sing a
help
little
you if
bit.
you're not sure with the words.
I'll-
Are you ready?
I'll too.
Here we go. I've got you to walk with me.
I've got you to talk with me.
I've got you to hold my hand. Understand?
I've got you to understand.
I've got you to kiss goodnight. Hold me tight.
I've got you to hold me tight.
I've got you, I won't let go. Love me so.
I've love me so.
Babe, I've got you, babe. That was brilliant.
They were brilliant.
I've got you,
Well done, everybody.
babe. I've got you, babe. Do you remember the finish? I've got you, babe.
Well sung, everybody.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Sonny and Cher.
Fantastic. Well
Good,
done.
what a song.
Well done. Now you might have seen on the advert for today on Facebook that fantastic Daisy Duck costume, and last week there was a Donald Duck. Now Joan was announcing last week, look at your page and you'll find something. Now they've dressed up as Donald and Daisy Duck, and they've watched afternoon tea like that, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. What a sacrifice to make in that heat as well.
Goodness me,
If you
Joan.
haven't seen them, go on our Facebook page. It's
They're hilarious.
absolutely
Brilliant.
brilliant. And in the slideshow, I'm going to show you in a second. You will see them as well. So thank you for that, Joe. And we were on the floor, and it was absolutely wonderful.
I couldn't believe it.
Thank
Brilliant.
you so much. The things we get, you know. Probably I'll do the slideshow actually first,
on.
because I said last time. We've got so many lovely things that people send in, and I've got lots of pictures that I can't use all the time because it's so many, which is brilliant. Keep them coming because I just love them and I like to see them. So, but I thought today I'm going to have a little slideshow with some of the things that I haven't shown yet, and then just keep them coming because it's brilliant. And for everybody who's wondering what all that duck business is about, obviously in Stoke-on-Trent, the duck is the darling or the love of the people, and I just love it and have taken to it very much. So there we go. I'll just have to come down. I'll have to have a little information sheet of who's these photos. I don't know all of them, so if I say I don't know who that is by, if you want to own up, feel free to put in, say that was mine. Right, here we go as my slideshow. There.
I think Peter's reminding you about a joke as well.
That is Alfie and Ed. They've been playing together there. Thank you to myself because I've taken that. That is for Margaret. Thank you. That's a shop in Buxton with loads and loads of running ducks there. Then we've got Ducky's Kingdom. I love that one. Fantastic. So I think that's, I don't know who that is by. I think it might have been from Tony, but I'm not 100% sure. This is from Pep's Ducks in Zurich, in Zurich, as we say, in a shop window that she found there. Now, this is Ed, and Ed is a very, very important duck in Brenda's life. So and it was a bit hot for him last time. Now, this is what Vicky has found when she was tidying in her office. Loads of lovely ducks, and now Joan is coming. What I was talking about before that. How fantastic is that? Hey, that is so.
There's
good.
about 4 of those. Wasn't
Yes,
there?
I've selected a couple of them, and I don't know the gentleman's name, unfortunately. Then we had a lovely.
He probably doesn't want you to know.
A lovely, well, not so lovely, a little joke. There we go. There will be another one later, though. Speaks for itself.
Is this? You mean there's more than one joke?
Mm-hmm. Then we've got Mary and Jeff have sent in their little duck affinities.
Oh, right.
And
my word, there's loads.
Last is from Vicky. That will be her new project, a little bit like the tiger duck that I've showed you a few episodes ago. Fantastic, isn't it? There you go. So keep them coming. There we go. We're back. Isn't that great? Joke. Wow. Now, somebody was saying the joke. There was a joke in there, but I've got another one for you today. And it's time for a joke alarm. Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
I'm not sure either. So, a duck comes into a library. What a surprise. And says to the librarian, look, what I don't understand, why is the 6 so scared of the 7? And the librarian says, well, it's quite simple, you know, because 7, 8, 9. I thought that was lovely. I thought,
very
7,
good.
8, 9.
No,
Oh,
yes, very good.
Get
Yes.
the idea? Yeah, good.
Yes, very good. Very good.
So
I like that.
that's
7,
the
8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
Okay.
I thought that was brilliant. Anyway,
Good. Lovely. Brilliant. Okay, are we done?
it's time for
think
our
we
last
are.
song.
Goodness gracious.
Well, it's very topical because it's not that one. I'm just lit a little bit of tea, but it's called Tea for One. Luckily, we are more than one here. Thank you all for joining us. Don't go yet. We'll have our outro to do after this song.
I hate it when you're gone, and all that's left is empty rooms, perfume bottles empty strewn across the bathroom shelf. I'm drinking to my health, to all those things I won't do now. Well, here's to life, cheers anyhow. I'm making tea for one. I hate it when you're gone.
I hate the way I feel. Where's that confidence? That's me. The gallant heart for all to see has left the room for now. I'll take my final bow. I'll pack my props and stage away, climb back in my cage and say I never was the one. I hate it when you're gone.
So if you think like me, you know the way I'm feeling now. Well, here's to life, cheers anyhow. I'm making tea for one. I hate it when you're gone. I hate it when you're gone.
I hate it when you're gone.
I hate it when you're
gone.
Tea for one.
If you liked particularly this song, of course, it's downloadable on our website for a little donation.
Yeah.
And of course, it's on a CD as well. So have a look at the CDs if you would like to visit our shop on our website. That would be lovely. And
Thank you.
also, we have a concert soon. Now, Bromsgrove Folk Club has decided to go virtual, and we've got a proper concert there, sort of semi-live in a way, not quite live, but anyway, it's in 2 weeks' time. We'll remind you next week, but it will be Thursday the 27th.
That's right.
So if you're interested, if you like to see how that is all set up, and if you would like to buy a ticket, I think they're £5.
£5 they are.
Go on the Bromsgrove Folk Club website, and there will be more information, or you have to join the Bromsgrove Folk Club Facebook group, I think, if you want to get in touch with them there. So that would be nice if you're interested. We'll remind you next Friday.
They kicked it off
then.
last night, didn't
That's right, yes.
With Anthony John Clark.
That's right.
And then I think it's every fortnight, but anyway, it's a fortnight's time, and it'll be us. Along with Dave Gibb, who's brilliant.
Oh,
we did a festival with him last year.
Really good.
And he's very, very funny, very, very entertaining. So it should be a great night.
Right. And it's that time, everybody. So if there are any questions we haven't answered in the show today, as always, we will respond to your comments after and answer the questions there, or probably in the show next time. So get up your mugs or your aperols or your pints or whatever you've got in your hand, start swaying and sing our little outro with us. That's it for another week. Goodbye, my friends, good luck. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Auf Wiedersehen, me duck. We shouldn't shed another tear, for friends will all be back. We'll see you in a field somewhere. Auf Wiedersehen, me duck. Auf Wiedersehen, me ducks.
Thank you, everybody.
See you
It's
next
been lovely
Friday.
to see you.
For afternoon tea with Paul.
And Karen.
And hopefully we'll see you again. Bring lots of friends with you for 4 o'clock or 5 Uhr deutscher Zeit. Afternoon Tea mit Paul und Karen. Nächste Woche Episode 34.
Oh.
Wow. 34. We'll see you all then. Keep smiling. Have a great weekend.
Look after yourselves, everybody.
Tschüss.
Bye.